morning and welcome to Vasile Garage channel. Appreciate you, each one of you guys, for just tagging along with us and just putting up with those videos that some of them are just, when I go back and watch some of my videos, I'm like, what the heck, what's going on? Anyways, today I just want to give you a brief info, a brief detail about this hatchback, a little bit of history on this hatchback. Some of you guys may not know what's the history about it, so I'll go ahead and just tell you real quick about this hatchback. So long story short is, one of my friends locally was looking for a K-swap car. So he knew I know about Hondas. He reached out to me and he said, Daniel, can you help me to buy a K-swap car, because I don't have the room, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the time, the tools, the space to build a car. So why can't you help me buy a car? Sure did, right? Put a post on Facebook. Somebody has reached out to me with this car. Now, I was very familiar with this car because one of my close friends that lives in Kyle, that lives in Joplin, bought this car from the original owner a few years back. It was a K series. It was painted. As you can tell, the paint on this car is phenomenal. The guy that actually did the body and paint on this car, he's a master pro body and paint somewhere in Joplin or Missouri somewhere. And I got in touch with him later on after I got the car, and he has told me, Daniel, let me tell you, if there's one thing that I want to do right with this car, it was the body and paint. You know what I mean? Also, as you know, I built Monica, and right now she's not looking very fine, but I just took the pride, it took the time to build it myself, with the help of my wife and my 3 kids, to my best ability. Now, this is the first car that I did by myself in this garage, full on body and paint, versus somebody that does this for a living. And this guy's probably painted hundreds of cars in his lifetime, versus a guy that painted one car from start to finish. So, I'm not over here bragging about myself, of course. If there's somebody I want to brag about, he is greater than I. He's the guy above. Anyways, long story short, found this car. We ended up buying it for a decent deal. It wasn't a very cheap car, but for what's invested in it and how clean the body and paint was done, got a good deal. And a few weeks go by, he calls me and says, hey Daniel, man, I gotta split ways with the car. That car is clean. You said if I ever want to sell it, you would buy it off of me. So I said, yes, I did. But, I have my project car. I'm not looking for a project car. But I said, okay, let's make something happen. So, give or take, I pay actually a little bit more than what he paid for it. Usually don't really like to talk about numbers, so I'm just gonna leave that there. I bought the car and I said, if I'm gonna make this build be mine, it would have to be my kind of taste. So I pretty much bought the car, brought it home, and I almost completely stripped it. When I say stripped it, I took the motor, the tranny out. I took the 5-lug wheels conversion. I took the 5 lugs, the brakes, the wheels, and I just pretty much took the seats out, front and rear, took the liner, the cluster, fixed all the gauges, put a different shifter box in there, did that, new carpet, new floor mats, did the side skirts, PCI side skirts, did the wheels, did the big brake upgrade, rotor in the rear, did the spool brakes in the front. I went through and I changed all the bushings, all the bolts, went with APC beauty washers and hardware, which some of you guys may know I have similar setup in Monica, and this is Downstar. So I have one card that's Downstar, and I have one card that's APC. And like I said again, I just went in, I just did the fuel system, did an exhaust system on it, did a Jace Racy hood on it. I did this nice cowl on there, did the lip, did the splitter, did the Type R headlights. I did the PPF. Shout out to Performance Auto Swap. Did the PPF front bumper, grill, mirrors. I PPF the front lip too, but I don't have it. Custom intake, and so on and so forth. You know, K2 off the catalog, K2 suspension, K2 camber kit, you know what I mean? And this is it right here. So to talk a little bit about the setup, what's under here. I quite don't know why my GoPro is still freezing, but to talk a little bit about the setup, this is a K24A2 2007, roughly 180,000 miles. I bought at a local pickup art junkyard here locally, and I did some dropping cams prior to stage 3 with the springs and retainers, Super Tech. Did the VTC gear 50 degree, and I did the K28 oil pump. You know, got the ASP header right there, 4-into-1, has 4 mounts. I did this had the subframe. It was a powder coated like purple. I did that black. I put a brand new manual rack on it. It was a brake duct, so it did have a booster delete. So I put the booster back on off of DC2. Let's see, I got a Type R tranny, of course, all the K2 shifter cable, shifter bracket, a K2 throttle body, 72mm vibrant H clamps. This is a custom intake that I cut and took it to my buddy Marvin and welded for me, TIG welded. It's got the vibrant catch can setup. Around the fuel cleaning, 660 injectors, you know, K2, you know, dipstick, you know, K2, suspension. But yeah, running a stage 3.5, whatever you want to call it, FX 350 with the 10-pound flywheel. I'm running the OEM, the stock axles for now, which I converted to 36mm hubs. But I haven't got my drive shop axles, which I ordered. They're back order right now. So yeah, I mean, it's on K Pro right now. It's on a base map. It's not tuned, so I'm just kind of babying it till actually it's ready to smash. Of course, Speed Factory Tuck radiator. It's got the K2 traction bars. You know, all the stuff that you can buy, but it's pretty much a just a pretty much bolt-ons with the dropping cams, nothing special. I'm hoping that it's going to make roughly about 260 270 to the wheel. I'll be very satisfied with that, but anyways, that's a little bit of long story short on the build. I cannot buy a car and just drive it and just kind of claim it like my build. So I pretty much went over and rehauled the whole car minus the body and paint. But this is it. It's a very sharp, very clean. I know I have taken some time off YouTube, so I haven't really posted much of it. But this is it. As far as the interior goes, like I mentioned it, got a new box, K2 shifter, Type R cluster, Checker Sports hub. I custom made those 12 volts. I got the status GTXs. Maybe I should just pull the car outside so you can see better. I did the kill switch right here. Let me just go ahead and pull this car outside so I actually see better what's going on here. Starts right up, right? Shout out to my boy Gringo, Rob Rynan. He's the one that's gonna tune my car. He actually he's done a base map on it already, so it's actually the car is running. So I'll go ahead and just pull it right here. Hopefully it doesn't slide down too much. because it is sliding down a little bit. Even if it slides down like on each other time, you see that? My driveway it's a little bit steep, you know. Anyways, stepping out of the car a little bit. My floor mat's a little dirty right now, but yeah, it's got the Ring GTXs. It's got the sport mesh cloth in the middle with the Alcantara suede on the side, and then to match the rear Type R seat. So it's got the, it's kind of like the suede fake material. I don't know what that is, but it looks like a suede leather, and it's got the sport mesh. Nothing crazy, you know. I know this video is probably not the best, but this is it. It's nothing crazy, you know, just trying to keep it simple and clean, and you know, kind of for my taste, you know. Well, anyways, I'm gonna try to do some more uploading some videos and stuff, and you know, do some more GoPro footages on the build. And like I said, you know, things will just be chaos. We go through some stuff personal, so I just haven't really uploaded or done much, you know what I mean. And speaking of which, I need to run back inside and get my wallet, because I left my wallet in the jacket because I went motorcycle riding yesterday and I left the wallet in my jacket. I'm going crazy. Anyways guys, thanks for watching, and I will make sure to have some more videos for you. Some of you guys already see my garage, what I got going on. And yeah, nothing crazy, just, you know, a little bit here, a little bit there, you know.